why men don't want to commit, or why men don't, seem to like, they're like, hey, I don't want, I'm just trying to hang out. I'm just trying to hook up. I don't want to, get into anything serious. So you go out with a guy a couple times and you don't hear from him again. You have sex with a guy and he's like gone and all this other stuff. And you're probably saying, why don't men want to commit? Right? And now what I'm about to say, is something that you've probably never heard before. And, it might sound like offensive. But one of the main reasons men don't want to commit is men sort of see a lot of women the same. Meaning they think, well, if I commit to any woman in general, I'm going to get all these, I'm going to experience all these things that I'm not really into, or it doesn't seem fun. I'm gonna get with this girl and she's gonna start nagging me, or she's gonna, want to like lock me down and have kids and do this and do that and get married and all these other stuff, right? So what happens is that guys sort of have this general way of looking at women, and so guys are like, hey, you know what? I like sex, so let me just try to get as much sex as I can and not have to deal with the other stuff. Because from the few women that the guy has been with, he sort of paints a picture of all women this way. Like, okay, well, I was with this girl and, it didn't work out because of this and because of that, because she started, acting like a bitch, and then she started doing this. So, I'm good on that. I'm not trying to really get into a relationship with anybody. You understand? I just want to hang out and have some fun. And this is where you get the whole, I just want to hook up. I just want to hang out. And it's because guys are constantly getting with women who are sort of doing the same things or have that same type of energy, right? So since, they look at all women the same, then it's like, why do I need to commit to anybody when I already feel like I know what I'm going to get, right? And another reason guys don't want to commit is because they feel like they're going to lose this sense of freedom. And so that's a big, important part of the puzzle that women don't understand, is that, these reasons make a man feel like, well, I feel like I'm losing myself. I feel like I'm losing who I am. I feel like I'm not going to be able to enjoy who I am and myself. I just can't do what I want to do. And that feeling comes from, thinking about commitment or getting into a sort of committed relationship, because they feel like, well, I got to do all this stuff now differently from my girl. And, if I have a girlfriend or a wife or kids or whatever it is, then there's a lot of stuff that it's going to have to change that I'm not ready for. Right? So, these are the reasons why these guys don't want to commit. Right? And what happens is that the reasons why they don't want to commit actually go into how a woman can take advantage of knowing this knowledge. And this is why I said it's very important to know this stuff and know the game, is that the fact that you know this, then it basically gives you insight on how to actually get the guy to want to commit to you and to get a guy to fall in love with you. So you're probably saying, how do you do this? What do you mean? What's going on? And so basically, the way to get a guy to fall in love with you and to fall for you, to want to be with you, is just two main things.